It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Friday, March 25th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Late at 11 o'clock news and headlines. Top straight at 11 o'clock is the Secretary of Defense, Ashton B. Carter, confirmed that the United States operations likely killed some high-ranking officials of the Islamic State. Ted Cruz denies tabloids adultery allegation claims garbage on Donald Trump. Belgian police arrested a suspect believed to be carrying explosives in a raid on Friday, days after a celebrity attacked Tucker Bristol's main airport and subway stop. Portland, Oregon. A little bird stole this show at Bernie Sanders' rally in Portland and gave a new meaning in the face made popular by the TV show Portlandia put a bird on it. Syrian pro-government forces battled away Friday in the outer areas of the city of Palmyra. The archaeological metropolis by the Islamic State militant since May of last year as part of the punishing month-long drive to wrest control. 7-year-old Mario Rudolph was disappeared in Sycamore, Illinois street corner on December 3, 1957. Her body was found several months later by one. It was changed until 2011 as court should overturn a cold case conviction in 1957 killing a Sycamore, Illinois girl. Police officers go to the street in the Sherrick neighborhood of Brussels on Friday. As the sweep led to 5 arrests in a Ford bar and a Paris-Brussels connection. Serious features in the hands of the Dozo demand the real law and accountability mass grave. Still consuming today's innocence as genocide by joint criminal enterprise. More young Belgian men are traveling to join us in Iraq and Syria and any European country. The country's cultural and language divides, along with easy access to major European cities, making it a good location for jihadists. So, a Korean-American man detained in North Korea as a threat to steal military secrets and plotted subversion of South Korea to the new official news agency for the media reported on Friday. Friday afternoon, North Carolina's 3 professional sports teams, Carolina Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, and Charlotte Hornets, chose to decline to weigh in on the state's unofficial new law that bars local laws of the LGBT law. A state police in June Wednesday sent outside at home in Spencer, Indiana, while missing toddler Shailen Armament had been living at its ship, said many questions remain in Indiana toddler's death. Spending home, build, and fuel all this U.S. growth. Moscow Corporation met with possible business Yahoo Incorporated such as Verizon Communications Incorporated and private equity firms that may seek back and from the software maker for the office and a person familiar with the meetings. When a stricken labor poll that state of Maine's unemployment rate in February dropped 1.1% over the previous year, even though 3,003 fewer workers were employed during the same month of 2015. Tokyo, Japanese manufacturers' confidence probably deteriorated the lowest in nearly 3 years and expected to worsen in the coming quarter due to exporters concerned about a strong yen and worries over the global economy. Reuters poll should show. When the first water dwelling creature wiggled in the land about 400 million years ago, it took the first steps to the down the evolutionary path. That would eventually lead to a diverse range of tetrapods. Animals with a backbone and 4 limbs. The range is Saturn is the most distinct feature of the planet, but a new study shows that may be significantly younger than expected. Wyoming elk kills to express about world construction. About 3 billion years ago, the Earth wouldn't did something very surprising until about 5 degrees of the north axis caused the north and south poles to migrate about 125 miles. U.S. health officials have recommended that limit at least 2 months and at least 6 before attempted conceived after infection of Zika. A virus linked to the thousands of suspected cases of birth defected in Brazil. About 90% of participants in the study reported no physical activity to start with. Most exercise at least showed the greatest rate of cognitive decline during the 12-year study. The daughter of former Cincinnati Bengals player Devin Stills just celebrated milestone of being cancer-free 1 year as Leah Still was diagnosed at the same time, no possible at the 2015 age for. The disease develops from injury to nerve cells found. Replacing some of the meaning choosing down with the vegetables and oil nuts can help slow the progression of diabetes, some people according to a small new study. In Bennington, Vermont, credit union robber arrested after his facing charge for taking drop money. Taunton firefighter just had his car stolen from Simmons Tire Shop at Court Street in Taunton. Black Chevrolet Avalanche. MA registered at FF 1790 called TPD if spotted. Peter Children's time is now 11:05 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it is time now for a Trevor Report. Baby! Let's study up down in Rhode Island, where looking at the highways and byways of the Ocean State on this late Friday night. Cape and Highways are looking good. Route 6 going from 7 to Orleans. Trays going from Bourne to Falmouth. Bourne to Sunwood Bridges are looking good. Mills Pike on the eastbound side of the Sepco from Mills to Brother tolls all the way at the Pool Tunnel. 1E on the southbound side is slow from the Summer Tunnel. Calendar Tunnel is looking good. On the Southeast Expressway, the southbound side, we have an accident. Just ran Squam Street in Quincy, so expect some delays. And on 93 on the southbound side, get accident before 495 in Lawrence, so expect some delays. Mass back here change to 290 and 395. It's a little slow in Auburn. I-84 on the westbound side, a little slow after I-90 and Route 20 in Sturbridge, so expect some delays. But otherwise, looking good in the Bay State. Down to 91 in the northbound side, we got an accident around Route 5 and Winslow, so expect some delays. And down in Route 15 in the northbound side, we got an accident after Route 8 in Trumbull, Connecticut, so expect some delays. But otherwise, highways in Connecticut are looking good. Down to New York City and visited the Belt Parkway on the westbound side, it did so from 678 to Route 27. Brooklyn Queens Expressway on both on the eastbound side, it did so before 495. 478 on both ends, a little slow around 278. FDR Drive is slow from Midtown Tunnel all the way up to Williamsburg Tunnel. Williamsburg Bridge. 90 on the southbound side is slow from Midtown all the way up to I-78 in Lower Manhattan. 495 on the westbound side of Lincoln Tunnel is a little slow. 90 on the southbound side, a little slow before 495 in the Lincoln Tunnel in New York City. And 278 on the westbound side, a little slow at I-87 in the Bronx. And 678 on both ends, a little slow before Route 95. And Lincoln Tunnel on the westbound side, a little slow. I-87 on the southbound side of New York State Freeway, a little slow on Route 6 in Woodbury, and I-87 on the northbound side, a little slow on the 3 around I-84 in Beacon, New York, but otherwise. New York State Freeway is moving from New York to the Pennsylvania border. In Pennsylvania, it's Pennsylvania traffic moving from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. I-78, all the highways in Pennsylvania are looking good except for a little slow spot around Route 20 on the east side of the Fox Chapel outside Pittsburgh. It's a little slow due to an accident on Fox Hill Chapel. But otherwise, highways and byways in Pittsburgh are looking good as highways in the Baltimore, Washington area are looking good, and the Jersey Turnpike is looking good from New York all the way down to Delaware, and Garden State Parkway is looking from New York to the Egg Harbor Township. And out in Long Island, it's a Route 27, it's slow at the Farmingdale stretch. Up in Northern New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking good. Okay. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Ferries, they are looking good on the subway system. Red line, express and northbound lanes to ill person on the train at South Station. And on the commuter rail, looking good. Peter Cello News Time is now 11. Oh, 9 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it is time now for a weather report and and 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, most clouds got about 36 degrees, north at about 7 to 9 miles an hour. For Saturday, most clouds got about 48 degrees, north at about 8 miles an hour. For Saturday, most skies got will. Low around 33 degrees. North breeze around 3 to 6 miles an hour. For Sunday, put skies got about 50 degrees. North about 3 to 6 miles an hour. So Saturday night, church may be after 4 a.m. Pittsburgh after 4 a.m. Mobile, most skies go about 32 degrees. And southeast about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Monday, rain like maybe between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pittsburgh before 9 a.m. west. Cloud skies about 54 degrees. And anticipation 7%. Monday night, church may before 9 p.m. Most skies got a little about 38 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Tuesday, most skies about 49 about 30 degrees. Wednesday, Sunday, podcast go about 52 about 40 degrees. Thursday, podcast got about 64 degrees breezy. Thursday night, chance of showers. Most skies about 52 degrees and anticipation 50%. And for Friday night, chance of showers. Most skies got about 62 degrees and the chance of precipitation is 50%. Australia, not net is overcast and it is 53. Humidity 69%. Some spotty rain showers off the main and north coast. And that's going to be it. Find a Peter channel. Although the clock news that is late Friday night, March 25th, 2016. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.